Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Kimberly Johnson, affectionately known as Dr. Kim. I'm a medical doctor and a skincare enthusiast. In this video, I'll be looking at vitamin C and some of the mistakes we're making with buying the serum, some of the mistakes we're making with using vitamin C. So, if you are interested, keep watching. So vitamin C is one skincare product that we commonly know, and it is widely used in different aspects of skincare. It is an antioxidant which mops up free radicals which are damaging to the skin and are one of the things that causes aging of the skin. So vitamin C is used in anti-aging skincare. Vitamin C is also a tyrosinase inhibitor, and if you watched my last video, I spoke about tyrosinase inhibitors and their use in treatment of hyperpigmentation. So watch that video. So in the form ascorbic acid or L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C has a pH of about 2.6 to 3.5. So it's acidic, and so it may behave as an exfoliant. The normal pH of the skin is about 5. So you can understand why it would be very acidic for the skin. So vitamin C, it also boosts collagen again, which will be useful in anti-aging skincare. If you see me looking over here, I'm looking at one of the products that I have here with the different types of vitamin C for a reminder. Now, in the form L-ascorbic acid or ascorbic acid, because of the lower pH, it may be very irritating to the skin. And this is why I would not prefer for persons with skin of color to use vitamin C in this form. Given that if you had watched a previous video, we know that one of the causes or the main cause of hyperpigmentation is irritation. So if you're using a product that is irritating to the skin, then it's very likely that you will be causing more hyperpigmentation. So it's best to use vitamin C in a different form that is less irritating. Yes, use vitamin C in one of its derivatives. Therefore, vitamin C in the form of L-ascorbic acid or ascorbic acid is going to be more irritating to the skin, especially during daytime where you're exposed to UV. It also easily oxidizes in oxygen and therefore makes it very unstable. So the derivatives of it will be more stable and less easily oxidized. The ascorbic acid molecule can also be encapsulated, and in this form it can penetrate the dermis to stimulate collagen. It is also less irritating to the skin. When it gets to the dermis, then it is released and then it can act. So I'll tell you about the first time I decided to try vitamin C serum, and I wanted to try a combination of tyrosinase inhibitors. So I said, okay, I'll try the ascorbic acid 8% and alpha-arbutin 2% by The Ordinary. And oh gosh, this was the first time I was trying an item from The Ordinary, and I was convinced that their products did not work because this did not work. I used, if you can see, there's like almost nothing in the bottle. I used the entire bottle, and this was over about 2.5 months, but nothing changed. Nothing changed. It did nothing for my hyperpigmentation. So the mistakes were, one, I was just using 2 tyrosinase inhibitors, and if you watch the previous video, 2 tyrosinase inhibitors alone will not work for hyperpigmentation, especially if you have severe hyperpigmentation. And 2, I was using ascorbic acid, and again, it was very irritating to my skin. So when I applied it, and I was using it in the daytime and the nighttime, I was using it twice a day and it didn't work. So when I applied it to my skin, one, immediately my skin just started to get hot. It was just so hot. I was like, this isn't normal. So it was hot, and my face was just looking greasy and dark. So it was just obvious that one, the heat was just a horrible reaction. Two, the darkness was just the oxidization. It was just not working. So when it was almost finished, I said, you know what? I'm not using this. And I was telling people, yo, this does not work. Do not use it. And it wasn't until I did a certification and I was doing research, and I realized it doesn't make sense. And I learned about vitamin C and how to use it incorrectly, and the derivatives, and how to use it the right way. And I realized this is why it wasn't working. So one, if you're to use this, I would say use it at night where you're not going out in sun. Even though you're wearing SPF, it's still too unstable and it's too irritating. And at that time, I was just starting out with my skincare. So my skin was very inflamed and irritated and sensitive. So this was just adding insult to injury. So it was bad. It was very bad. And I kept it because I just wanted a reminder. And this was the box. Look at the box. This was the box, and it looks dirty. It looks dirty, and it's not dirty. You think it's dirty. Oh gosh, this is not showing well in the light, but you think it's dirty, or you think it's makeup. One, I don't wear foundation, so it's not makeup. It's not foundation, and it's not dirty. This was just the oxidization from the ascorbic acid. And fast forward 6 months later, after that, I, with more knowledge, I switched to vitamin C derivative, which was Tetraisopalmitate, and it's so wonderful. But this derivative of vitamin C, also from The Ordinary, is way superior and not irritating at all. And this is in combination with vitamin F, and I'll talk about that when we get to moisturizers. Remain transparent the entire time, and I've had it for months and it did not change color. The box did not, it stayed white. It did not get yellow or look dirty brown. So that's a big difference, and I can wear it in the daytime or night, zero irritation. It doesn't heat up when I put it on my face. So it's a huge difference. And Tetraisopalmitate is fat soluble, and this is important because it's fat soluble, it will penetrate the dermis, and penetration of the dermis means it is now able to boost and stimulate collagen. So that is where you'll have it acting as anti-aging and stimulating collagen. So if you want to use it for anti-aging, I'd say get that derivative of vitamin C as opposed to ascorbic acid, and you can use it in the daytime or the nighttime. Another derivative of vitamin C that is very nice, I like it as well, is sodium ascorbyl phosphate. And this is water soluble as opposed to tetrahexyldecalescorbate that is fat soluble. So it acts more in the epidermis. Again, not irritating. It has a pH of, I think, 6. So it's close to the pH of the skin again, which is 5. I don't remember seeing it in The Ordinary, but Dermovia Skin Cycle has it in their Power C Serum, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. You can wear that during the daytime. Powerful antioxidants in there. It has green tea extract. It has aloe. Very, very good. And you can get that locally here at Fontana Pharmacy. Lovely. Wear it in the daytime and nighttime. So that's a good alternative for vitamin C. So that's sodium ascorbyl phosphate. Another vitamin C derivative is magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, and that also stimulates collagen production. The Ordinary has a good one, but I've been unable to get it for months. I don't know. I've been trying to get it and I can't. I've been on the site. I've been on Amazon. Locally, I usually get the ordinary products at very good prices from a store called Mirror, but I can't get that one here or anywhere for that matter. But they do have good magnesium ascorbyl phosphate product. And the next one that they do have though is ascorbyl glucoside. And all of these derivatives are not as irritating as ascorbic acid. And the last one is 3-O ethyl ascorbate. This one also stimulates collagen. I have not used this one. I've not bought it, but this is also another derivative of vitamin C. So I would say if you want to buy a vitamin C serum, choose any of these over ascorbic acid. And all these derivatives are safe and less irritating to use during the daytime and night. So you get twice daily use out of your product as opposed to being stuck using it only at night. Now, if it is that you absolutely can't get any of those, or if you already have an ascorbic acid serum, I'm not telling you to go throw it away. It's just that you won't know if it's still at its maximum efficacy, because again, it oxidizes, and when it oxidizes, it's not as effective, and there's no way to tell how effective the product is. I would say if you have ascorbic acid, use it only at night as opposed to in daytime where it's irritating. If you're using it at night, do not use it with other irritating actives. Like, for instance, don't use it while you're exfoliating. So use it on a night when you're not exfoliating. I wouldn't use it with an irritating retinoid like retinol. So I'd use it with a retinoid derivative like retinaldehyde that's not so irritating. But I'll do a video on retinoid derivatives or vitamin A derivatives, so another day we'll talk about that. But use products or actives that are not irritating or drying, so you'll get less irritation. That's the best thing I can say. At night, with less irritating products or actives to decrease the irritation that you'll get. And going forward, just try to buy vitamin C derivatives as opposed to L-ascorbic or ascorbic acid. I'm not telling you to go throw out your ascorbic acid serums. I'm just saying there are better options. The next issue or mistake we make with vitamin C is the packaging. Oh, okay. So as I said before, vitamin C is also an antioxidant, and it will oxidize in oxygen. So what you want is for it to be in, or any antioxidant to be packaged in an airless pump. You don't want for the product to be exposed to oxygen. So what I realized is that most vitamin C serums are in a dropper or a pipette. So it's like this. So when you pull it out, it's exposed to oxygen. We don't want that. We don't want that. So for instance, if you're using ascorbic acid, which is already easily oxidized and unstable, it is going to oxidize so easily as soon as you pull it out. So at the end of the day, you don't even know if within 2 weeks it's still effective. Maybe with the derivatives you might get away with it, but I would be so happy if maybe the packaging would be changed to a pump, an airless pump, so at least you're decreasing the chance of oxidization. There are companies who have it in a pump. Paula's Choice does. Dr. V Skincare does. There are quite a few. I list them in in the description box. Some more options in the description box. But yeah, the packaging is a big deal when it comes to antioxidants, and in this case vitamin C. You want an airless pump so there's no, or decrease the likelihood of oxidation before it gets on your skin. Dermovia Skin Cycles Plus C Serum has it in a pump. The next issue is it's better to buy a vitamin C serum with other antioxidants in combination with other antioxidants, because at the end of the day it's an antioxidant, and as I said, they're unstable when exposed to oxygen. So when they're in combination with other antioxidants, it makes them more stable. And when I do other videos on antioxidants and in anti-aging skincare, it will make more sense. So for me, buying a single vitamin C serum, it actually doesn't make sense. I have all of these because, as I said, I went through a lot to get to where I am. It took a lot of learning and, you know, trying things, but I just bought things just to try, and which is why, you know, I did all of this to prevent others from spending all the money. So now you know what not to buy, so you don't waste money. So it makes sense to just get a product that has multiple antioxidants. So a vitamin C derivative, other antioxidants all in one to stabilize each other, as opposed to just one vitamin C derivative, if it makes sense. But when I do when I do the antioxidant video, it will make more sense. That's my 2 cents on vitamin C derivatives. I hope it has guided you in some way, making better choices for your skincare so you don't waste your coins. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.